Hello. Um, so on Monday this week, I drove down with my brother Eric, with my parents to Duke University for my new patient consultation. Um, so we drove down. We talked to a nurse there initially, who of course did my neuros as usual. And just did kind of a basic history. And then we talked to Dr. Henry Friedman, who um, works in the brain tumor center there, very well known neuro-oncologist as well, as far as what he thought my treatment options were and what I could do at Duke University. Um, and he did suggest a clinical trial that they had there. Um, Only problem was that clinical trial didn't start for another 4 weeks, which of course with this kind of tumor he didn't feel that that would um, be a very good thing for me. Um, so the only other alternative was for I could do the therapy off protocol, which means that I would have to basically pay for all the drugs, um, and the insurance company might not pay for it. And then based off my insurance company, of course, um, they probably wouldn't pay for it. And then I don't know if you know this, but one of the drugs prescribed, Avastin, would be upwards of about $10,000 a month, which I don't have the money to afford that. And then the only other alternative would be for me to come back to Richmond and go forward with my initial clinical trial. And I didn't know this, but the research for that clinical trial was done by Duke University, and Dr. Friedman felt very strongly about it and definitely thought that it was worth me going with that option. He said it was very comparable to the clinical trial that they would have had me done there. So he left me those options, and of course I wanted to start my treatment soon, so I decided that I would just go with what I was initially set up with in Richmond. I mean, of course, initially I felt bad because I could have started that clinical trial on the 18th of August, which made me feel like I was 2 weeks behind, and I could have just started then. But both my parents told me that I kind of needed that peace of mind to go down there and have a world-renowned neuro-oncologist tell me that you know the study that I was going to go forward with was a good one, and he felt very strongly that I do it. Um, so that's the decision we made on Monday. And Duke just let me know that we can go forward with that in Richmond. And if for some reason that didn't work out or I didn't get the results I wanted, I could definitely come back to them and they could explore other options. So at this time, I am not going with Duke University, and I will just be going through the Cancer Institute here in Richmond for that initial clinical trial. Um, so we'll see how that goes.